yeah, we back at you. How y'all doing? Y'all already know who I am, but I'm gonna introduce you to the new homie right here. He's new to the tune-up, but he ain't new to my life. We go way, way back, and I'm gonna let him explain, and I'm gonna let him expand on that. This is Jeremy. Introduce yourself to the people.
For those of you that don't know me, I'm Jeremy. My friends call me Jer Bear. So
I have that same nickname too in the family. I'm Jerry, he Jeremy. You know, it's J-E-R and G-E-R with the Bears. J and G. There you go.
Just based off what we're gonna check out, a little background about me. Back when I was high school, I really got into the idea of acapella. I joined this little band called Smooth White Chocolate. It was a lot of fun. We started off really rough, but then we started educating ourselves about how the sound really works, blending chords, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And then I ended up carrying that with me to the point where I went to CSUN, and I was in this little group for a while. They're actually really well known. They're called Acapella. Mm-hmm. So shout out to you guys.
We'll put their links in the description and everything. Check them out.
They know what they're doing. So I mean, just learning from them and then taking what I got from them. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this goes down.
Definitely. Yeah. And what he is referring to is the suggestion that we're here for. Pentatonix is, and I think that's how you say it. Like I think that's the correct formation of putting the plural there. Yeah. Pentatonix is evolution of Michael Jackson. Y'all know. Hold up. Y'all know, overall, the greatest to me were Michael and Prince. Mm-hmm. So I'm already hyped for this. But I'm also hyped because if you don't know about Pentatonix, they are arguably the biggest acapella group right now in the industry.
They re-revolutionized almost the way how acapella is seen in the pop world, in the music world. I mean, you have its predecessors like Boys to Men,
Shy,
Backstreet Boys, Shy, All for One, even NSYNC, like they all have those same elements. And after them winning
the sing-off,
it blew up. I mean, now everybody's about that kind of
stuff. Yeah, and I was gonna say, I remember this dope acapella record from NSYNC called "I Thought She Knew." I think is the name of it.
Yeah.
Fire. JT was still coming up with his vocal chops, but he killed it. Yeah. Him and JC was killing that song.
That's what it's all about.
And that's the thing too, like the whole vocal group culture has always been prominent in music, I feel. Mm-hmm. The 90s I think is where like that boy band girl group culture really took off, and then it was also really criticized because of the poppy presentation of the music.
Back then everything was doo-wop.
Yeah.
Everything was very, very like textbook based.
You stuff like For the Longest Time.
Exactly. People had the classic songs. Exactly. Classic songs where you could blend your voices and make something really beautiful happen. But then people wanted to translate that and make it more relatable. More urban, more relatable to everybody. So then you had that dichotomy where people were like, well, is it pop? Or is that acapella?
Yeah.
People didn't know how to really blend the two together, and so you had people like those predecessors that we mentioned.
Exactly.
But then finally, I think like Pentatonix was able to really use today's technology to make it all well-rounded and actually make it what it's known as today.
Their winning of the Sing-Off, which was a show all about acapella groups, if you don't know. Their winning of that was really the jump off for like the wave that acapella really garnered after that, and then we got movies like Pitch Perfect.
Yeah,
the whole genre.
There's a culture now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
where it wasn't prominent before, it's prominent now because of Pentatonix and all the groups that were on that show and on the future seasons of that show. It's always going to be in the back of their minds because of groups like Pentatonix.
That's right.
It's beautiful to see because it takes real talent to make all that happen. Like you have the beat, you have the bass, you have the tenor, you have the alto, you have the soprano, and you can blend all that in a 5-part harmony with somebody making the beat with their vocals. That concept alone is crazy.
Yep.
So I'm stoked for this.
I'm ready.
I think it's gonna be great because once again, like I mentioned at the top of this, y'all know Michael Jackson and Prince were my everything. If they end up doing an evolution of Prince, it's over. Like done deal. Like he gonna be right back here for that one because that would be incredible.
That'd be cool.
So without further ado, let's jump right into this suggestion right here. This is the evolution of Michael Jackson, sung by Pentatonix.
Oh, baby, give me one more chance.
Gotta start off with the Jackson 5. Hey. Hey. Back to your heart. Okay. their transitions have always been fire.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well done. That's a good under.
When there is love, I'll be there. Oh, dancing.
Shake your body down to the ground.
Hey, oh,
That's smooth.
to get enough.
Oh.
Dance you into the Ooh.
Oh, nice.
That bass is crazy. Their
Yeah.
bass
He's
vocal.
so good. I seen him live. He's amazing. Ooh. Good build.
Oh.
Alright. That was cool.
That was hard.
Good. Hey. Oh,
Come on with it now. Hey.
Oh.
Oh. And I'll take you there.
Okay. Oh.
Really turn me on. You knock me off of my
With the man in the
Yeah, you
mirror.
got it.
Oh yeah, of course. If you wanna make the work on that place, take a look at yourself and make the bass is killing it.
You been hit by the smooth ground.
Oh.
Yo, if y'all don't know these songs, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Hey.
come on now. Ooh, that was hard.
Oh,
that was
no.
crazy.
Oh.
Ooh, okay. I see you. Okay. Oh,
He changed on point.
their modulations are crazy. Make a better place for you and for me. Yo, they did that. They did that.
man.
That was crazy.
Yeah, the key changes, the transitions. You have
Yo.
every reference you could possibly think of. Come
That's
on.
what I'm
Like,
saying.
ah,
And they
beautiful.
really covered his whole career, with the
Yeah.
exception of Invincible. I was hoping
Ah,
that You Rock
you're
My
right.
World would
You're
have
right.
been in there.
You're right.
So that's the only
Ah.
thing I'm gonna take away from it. But other than that was flawless. Final thoughts on the evolution of Michael Jackson from Pentatonix. That's more reasons why they won the sing-off. That's reasons why they had the #1 acapella album, I believe, when they dropped PTX.
Yeah.
You really can't say much other than they deserve where they're at.
I mean, this is basically what they do. It's the idea of taking basic acapella
Right.
and then on top of that they build on it, and then on top of that they make it relevant to today. I mean, you have them always doing the same idea of reworking how acapella is usually done. It was just beautiful. It was well put together.
They really knew how to make their covers their own.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it didn't sound karaoke. It didn't sound like they were trying too hard to be like Michael was the king, yada yada. You know, it didn't sound like they were trying to cheese up his legendary music,
they use the lyrics to their benefit. That's what acapella should be, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They use the lyrics to their benefit, and they use it to their styles and adapt it to their own way of using what they define as acapella.
Exactly. Their uniqueness shows in their vocal choices.
Of course.
It shows in their arrangements and how they structure who's going to do what.
Of course. That's what makes it so dynamic, is because you make it a little bit unpredictable. And that way you make the timeless lyrics that we've heard for what? Decades. You make it sound like it's been done for the first time.
Exactly.
And that's what makes it so special.
Another thing I love about acapella is that for me it's much like jazz, where the music is the verses. And on this aspect of music, their vocals are the instruments.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, that sounds very basic to say, but the concept of it is crazy. Like, if you listen to jazz, instrumental jazz rather, every instrument has a verse. You know, it starts everybody. The whole song is presented to you as is, and then it breaks down in verses. But there's no words. The piano has a verse.
Yeah.
And then the sax has a verse.
Yeah.
And then the drums have a verse.
No, that idea of improvising, I mean, that's what led to things like acapella.
Exactly.
Because then they wanted to replicate it and make it the way it is now.
Exactly.
But then you see Pentatonix doing this, and it just reminds you of why acapella is so prominent now, and why they're able to take a new spin on it and make it relevant to today.
I enjoyed the evolution. I enjoyed the cover, and I enjoy these guys. I mean, they're dope, and that's pretty much all you can really say about it. Like, there's no questioning the talent that they put on display anytime they step up to the mic.
No, they were well rounded on a technical and on a level of just pure taste. And on top of that, I mean, you can see that they were thinking about the past and the future at the same time.
Their song choices for that compilation was crazy. So salute to Pentatonix. That's phenomenal. That's going to do it for this episode of the Tune Up. I hope you enjoyed. Shout out to the person that suggested it. I'm going to have your name right here. So thanks to you for suggesting this. Thank you very much. This is the homie Jeremy once again. Like you said, thank you for coming by.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Of course. All his socials will be in the description. You can follow him on any and everything.
Acapella, Smooth White Chocolate, those guys are high schoolers. They even have a Facebook. So follow them.
Check them out. Check them out. It's all going to be listed. So please do with that what you will. Like, share, subscribe. You know the whole nine. You know the biz. You know what it is. That's Jeremy. I'm Jared O'Brien. This has been the Tune Up. Thank you for watching.
Good night.